Juan Soto is so done with the Nationals. Soto has rejected the Nationals' offer of $440 million over 15 years. I don't really blame Soto for not taking this deal. He is without a doubt worth more than $29 million a year. He really should be making close to what Trout is making right now. The Nationals also tried to defer some of this contract to after Juan Soto was done playing for them. This is favored by some players like Bobby Bonilla, but when it comes to a superstar like Juan Soto, he needs to be paid right now. Soto is still young and he doesn't want to be locked up in a contract with a team that seems to not have a future right now. There is also a significant chance that the Nationals will change ownership soon. That makes it really hard for players to sign with them. The Nats became really petty right after Soto rejected their contract offer. So, the Nationals decided not to get Juan Soto a decent flight to LA for the All-Star Game festivities. This is just a really crappy move from the Nationals, and I think this is what solidifies that Soto is going to get traded. The question is, when will he get traded? It could happen this trade deadline, or the more likely option, he'll be traded during the offseason. A trade of this size will take a very long time to be finalized, so there's a small chance that it'll happen during this trade deadline. Right now, I'm about 80% confident that'll happen after the season, but really anything is possible. There will be a lot of teams after Soto, and there will be some that you don't usually see in the running for big stars during the trade deadline. The expanded playoffs allow for more teams to be in the running for a playoff berth, and it gives them a reason to keep their players and trade for bigger stars. Many teams are going to want to trade for Soto, but I don't think many would actually be able to give the Nationals what they want. The Nats want major league ready talent and not all prospects. Now, any team that trades for Soto could potentially make it to the playoffs, but the package that they will have to send off will definitely hurt their future. There are some teams that can make that sacrifice without the long-term effects, however. Teams like the Dodgers, Yankees, Orioles, Cardinals, and Mets are all teams that could potentially trade for Soto. All other teams would not be able to trade for Soto and still have a decent farm system. Now, let's get into some possibility trades that MLB has come up with for Juan Soto. The first mock trade that we're going to take a look at is the Yankees and the Nationals. The Yankees will obviously get Juan Soto. The Nationals get Gleyber Torres, Nestor Cortez Jr., Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, and Ken Waldichuk. Gleyber Torres and Nestor Cortez Jr. are really doing a lot of the heavy lifting right here. Anthony Volpe is also a very talented prospect. Looks like he's going to be a great shortstop for the Yankees. Jason Dominguez looks like he's going to be an amazing center fielder. Looks like he could tear up the major leagues. Ken Waldichuk is kind of a crafty lefty that can hold his own in the majors. That is the Dodgers with the Nationals. Dodgers will get Juan Soto and Patrick Corbin with some cash. The Nationals will get Dustin Cash. The Nationals will get Dustin May, Bobby Miller, Andy Pages, Miguel Vargas, and James Outman. Dustin May and Bobby Miller are really doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Andy Pages is good, so is Miguel Vargas. James Outman's kind of a throw in there. But Dustin May and Bobby Miller, that's the Dodgers' future right there. That's a lot of good pitching in two guys for Juan Soto and Patrick Corbin. And speaking of Patrick Corbin, his contract brings down the value of Soto so much. Soto by himself is a great trade, but Patrick Corbin is just a terrible contract, and he's been pitching terrible. I know they're offering cash for that, but I don't think it's going to be enough cash to offset his contract and make it even worth taking him. The trade we have is the Mariners with the Nationals. Mariners, of course, get Juan Soto. The Nationals would get George Kirby, Jared Kelenic, Noelvi Marte, Harry Ford, Emerson Hancock, and Juan Pinto. Kirby and Jared Kelenic are very good. George Kirby is a decent right-handed pitcher. Jared Kelenic is a good outfielder. Jared Kelenic is probably has a higher ceiling than George Kirby. Jared Kelenic has played some in the major leagues, just not great. George Kirby's in the major leagues right now. He's doing okay. Noelvi Marte is the 19th ranked prospect in all of MLB. He looks like he's going to be a decent shortstop. Harry Ford is a catching prospect. He's ranked 68th. Looks like he's going to be a decent catcher. Not great, but should be good. Emerson Hancock is the Seattle number 5th in their farm system. Seattle has done a good job with Hancock. I like everything that he's doing. I like his spin. I like all the movement on his pitches. He looks good. I think he's going to be a decent pitcher. And Juan Pinto is, again, a crafty lefty. Another guy that maybe in a couple years he'll be decent. After taking a look at these three mock trades, we can see that teams are going to offer a lot for Juan Soto, and I believe the Nationals will be able to get enough for him. But are any of these realistic? It's hard to say. Many of these teams will say that they're going to go for him, but I bet you a lot of them will be out of the running halfway through the season. I hope that he does get traded. I hope he gets traded to a winning team. I want to see Juan Soto win, but I'm not sure it's going to happen this deadline. It might not even happen in the offseason. Maybe it'll be the next deadline. We don't know. Baseball's weird sometimes. Stuff like this happens. Just hope to see him in a better uniform. Hope to see him on a better team. Hope to see a team that treats him right. Well, good luck, Juan Soto.